8 years ago today, my boys, some of us summoned our CACs into Xenoverse for the very first time on this very pedestal right here. Yes, that is correct. Today is the 8-year anniversary of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. A game that started an amazing journey, honestly, for a lot of us. Like, let's be real. None of us really thought that we would be playing Xenoverse for 8 years when this game initially came out. Now, obviously, we are on to Xenoverse 2, but I'm just talking about the Xenoverse series in general. If you told us all 8 years ago that we would still be playing Xenoverse 2 in 2023, a lot of us probably would have looked at you like, what the hell are you talking about? There is no way that I would still be playing Xenoverse in 2023 unless like a new game just dropped, hence Xenoverse 3, which is what we want and desire till this day. But of course, that has not happened yet, and here we are still playing this amazing series and amazing game in Xenoverse 2. But today's focus is on Xenoverse 1, and really just to celebrate this game, guys, what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of gameplay for you guys. Now, as you can see, my CAC is only level 7. For some reason, all my save data when I got my PS5, this is the one game that my save data did not transfer over from, and I literally lost everything when it comes to Xenoverse 1 and have no idea how to get it back. So what we're going to be doing in this video is just doing a quick parallel quest to relive some of the great moments of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1, and honestly, this was probably one of my favorite parts of the game. Like, when I first bought Dragon Ball Xenoverse, one of my favorite things to do was the parallel quest with my homies. Doing these parallel quests, seeing these different scenarios, all things like that, it was just a ton of fun back in the old Xenoverse 1 days, without a doubt. And honestly, it may have been, in the early stages of the game, my very favorite thing to do. Eventually, rank became my favorite thing to do in Xenoverse 1 later on. Really got into the rank scene of this game. And of course, that's what started me off on the rank scene in Xenoverse 2 and why I was so into it in the first year and a half of that game as well. But in the early stages, man, the parallel quests were by far my favorite thing. Doing the parallel quest along with leveling up my CAC, getting him higher, getting him new skills, all things like that. It was just so much fun to really just experience and play this game back then. Oh, I do have the DLCs though. See, this is what I'm talking about. Clearly, like, I have the DLCs and whatnot, but I do not have the rest of my stuff. Like, my save data and all that stuff is just gone for some reason. I still do not know why till this day. It's the one game, like I said before, that just did not transfer over. Now, I want you guys to let me know down below in the comments, like I said, how the parallel quests were one of my favorite things in Xenoverse 1. Let me know what were some of your favorite things in this game, and as well in Xenoverse 2, because Xenoverse 2 was a totally different experience for me personally. Xenoverse 2 is a game where the parallel quests were not fun at all. They were just a tedious thing to do, and honestly, oh, that's right, there's no, what's it called? There's no light heavy. Wait, it's okay, it is light heavy, but there's no like light heavy or anything like that. Like, the game has changed so much. Oh my goodness, it's crazy how much of a difference Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2 are. Not only from a visual standpoint with all the aesthetics, like the health bars, the stamina bar, all things like that, but just the way we changed the combos, or they changed the combos up, adding more depth to them, giving the game a little bit more depth, not only in combos, but just in a bunch of mechanics that were also added as well, like the burst dashing, stamina breaks, step vanishing. All those things were really big improvements to Xenoverse 2, and things that made Xenoverse 2 just so much of a better, faster paced game, in my opinion, at the very least. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love Xenoverse and love Xenoverse 1. I always will always have a special place in my heart for the experiences and the time that I had on this game. But without a doubt, you know, Xenoverse 2 made some major improvements, and I really hope that Xenoverse 3, if and when that game actually does happen, does something very similar. And I forgot that the back hit for the Saiyan CAC was like a little mini version of the helicopter kick in this game. That's so, oh man, oh, the memories on this game are just so great. It's so great. I really do miss Xenoverse 1 and those days. Like, just that point in time in my life. I believe it was my first year in college when this game came out. And I just had so much fun, like I said, playing this with all my homies, doing the parallel quest, unlocking the skills. Like, all of that was such a good time. Even though the RNG might have been worse in Xenoverse 1 than it is 2. Like, anybody remember how hard it was to get Super Saiyan in this game to actually drop, man? First and foremost, you had to do something specific in the parallel quest. Like, you had to let Krillin die, similar to how the anime went down, and then you also had to have like Goku's health over 80% or something like that. Oh, there's no way. I was about to try and burst dash or stamina break him, but there's no way I can do. Wait, I can still guard break in this game, right, with a heavy? Actually, I don't even know. Can you? Okay, you can charge a heavy, but let me know down below in the comments, if you charge a heavy against an ultimate attack in this game, does it stamina break someone? I do not remember. I really don't. I truly do not remember if holding or doing a charge heavy against someone who's like in an ultimate or a super armor state actually breaks their stamina. That is something that I don't know, because I don't even remember stamina breaks being in this game. So that's something I would honestly like to see. I would be very curious about. But let me know down below in the comments if that is a thing, guys. The combos for the Saiyans are so much different. Like, it's so much different, and it does feel a bit more stiff, but it's still great to still play this game from time to time. I will say that. For the memories alone, it's just really enjoyable to play this game. I will say I'm trying to like step vanish and do all the regular Xenoverse 2 stuff while I'm playing, but at the same time, it's still just a fun time to relive this game for once every now and then, because again, this is where the Xenoverse journey truly started, and I always will appreciate this game without a doubt. Like, again, the fun times that I had with homies more than anything else, I will always appreciate about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. And it did get me back into Dragon Ball gaming at the same time, because before this, I had not played a Dragon Ball game since Raging Blast 2. I skipped Ultimate Tenkaichi because I heard a lot of bad stuff on it, and I also skipped Battle of Z because I heard a lot of bad stuff on it. Like I said, when Xenoverse 1 came out, I was in college, my boys. I was broke as a joke, especially during the Raging Blast times, or not during the Raging Blast, but obviously still then my parents bought me Raging Blast. But like when Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle of Z came out, I was still extremely broke, relying on my parents to buy me games. So if I heard bad things about the game, ain't no way in hell I was gonna buy it back at that time. So that's why I never really played Battle of Gods, or Battle of Z, or Ultimate Tenkaichi. Those are two Dragon Ball games that I just never played due to those reasons. But again, man, Xenoverse is a game that really got me back into Dragon Ball gaming in general, and I never thought that I would still be playing Xenoverse in some way, shape, or form 8 years down the line, and making content on the Xenoverse series as well. So let me know what you guys think about Dragon Ball Xenoverse as a whole. What are some of your favorite memories from Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2? And will you go back and play Xenoverse 1 today just to get the experience of this game one more time, man? Because like I said, it's nice every now and then to go back and play this game and just see how much Xenoverse 2 really improved from Xenoverse 1, and then also get some of those memories back as well, because just playing some of these parallel quests, some memories started flooding back to me of the times that me and my friends had, especially like I said on that Super Saiyan parallel quest, trying to get that for our CACs. My goodness, was that so just tedious and long. Like, that was one of the hardest grinds I could ever remember on Xenoverse in general, whether it's Xenoverse 1 or Xenoverse 2. So again, let me know what some of your moments that stick out to you from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 are, and even maybe from Xenoverse 2 if you're someone who never played Xenoverse 1. But as always, man, thank you guys for watching this video. Truly do hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, hope you guys have a good one as always. Peace, y'all.